I've been feeling so uninspired by the foods I make. And I have been really wanting to, I guess, challenge myself to make different dishes that aren't as basic. I'm not gonna lie, I do love how simple I make cooking because it makes it easy for me to cook consistently. But I've been wanting to try something different. Wait, I think it's over there. Oh, it's this way. We're making Tuscan food, which I'm super excited about. I'm gonna bring you guys along with me and let you guys know how it goes.
The Sur La Tab cooking class that I took yesterday was so much fun. It was so interactive, so cute. I went by myself and I didn't feel weird being there by myself. I think it's a great place to go as a solo date, and it's a great place to go with somebody. Like Michael's really interested in going to a class, so I'm gonna take him, and I'm also gonna be going to classes by myself because it's a really fun hobby. Someone commented basically saying, I love that you go to workout classes and you're not afraid to just try new studios. And I think the person basically said that they're afraid to go to studios and stuff. Honestly, I remember feeling that way. I remember once upon a time when I first started going to these classes, I used to feel the same way. I used to be afraid of going to these classes by myself. And the more I showed up, the easier it was for me to do it. And now it's just like second nature for me. But there was once a time where I felt that way too. And I just want to say that if you feel that way, just start going. You have to expose yourself to these environments to start to feel comfortable in them. Exposure therapy is everything. I still have a lot of issues with a lot of things. Like I'm still afraid of going running by myself. I'm still afraid of going to events by myself here in Austin. I've gone to a few, and no matter how many events I go to, I still am really anxious when I walk in. I still am in my head. But the only thing that's helping me continue to go to these things and to continue to like work myself out of my comfort zone is exposure therapy, is doing it scared, doing it anxious, doing it uncomfortable, and just doing it in general. So keep exposing yourselves to new things, new situations, new experiences, because that's the only way you can grow through those fears that you may have. But I will say those fears that you have are obviously valid, because I have fears. But I think at this point in my life, I don't know if it was me turning 32, I don't know. Recently, I've just been in a headspace where I just simply have cared so much up until this point that I cannot care anymore. Like I have no cares to give at this point. I've outdid myself with being fearful. I've outdid myself with being anxious, with overthinking about situations, thinking and caring too much about what people think. I've overdone it in so much of my life that now I just don't care. Like I just can't care anymore. I'm pretty numb to it, and this is without any type of medication. It's all exposure therapy for me. Keep putting yourself in these situations because it's the only way that's going to help you get out of them. And when you leave these situations, journal about how you felt. I mean, even journal about the things that made you uncomfortable. It's a really great way for you to figure out why you felt that way and figure out how you can avoid feeling that way when you're put in the situation next, because you will be. Anyway, we're gonna go, where are we going right now? Probably do a little shopping. I wanna do some fall shopping and get some more bits and bobs in the house. Where has the time gone? Fall is upon us. It's technically not fall quite yet, but fall will be here in a few weeks. So I'm bringing out all of my fall bits and bobs to put around the house because we love a good fall vibe. This is everything I have. I've purchased a few things, and most of this has been accumulated over the last few years. Sorry if you can hear Mila barking out there. This is honestly my favorite thing that I found. I found this at HomeGoods. Isn't it adorable? These are two like coffee table books. I think I've seen people have this on TikTok, but when I saw it at Home Goods, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks familiar. Probably seen this in somebody's like TikTok or something. So I got it. It was only like $20 each, but I might not put it on the coffee table. I might put that up there where this little part is. I'll just probably redo that whole section right there to make it a bit festive. So yeah, I'm super excited about just turning the house around. I feel like every single time I refresh the space with little bits and bobs, it always makes me feel a lot more inspired to work, to get things done, to enjoy the season. And whenever I neglect these things, I'm not as happy. Last year, I didn't decorate for fall until October, and honestly, doing that made me really sad. Like, I wasn't in the best of spirits. So yeah, I'm just not going to hold off. I'm gonna decorate for fall now, and we're gonna have all the fall bits and bobs up until a little bit after Halloween, and then we'll decorate for Christmas early November, probably like maybe mid-November, because I wanna enjoy Christmas early too. Because last year, I waited to enjoy Christmas, and it made me depressed too. So we're just going to start decorating when we feel like we want to, when we feel like we need just a refresh. Anyway, let's go ahead and switch it, change it, rearrange it, switch it, change it, rearrange. This is my tripod. I don't know what this is doing right there. Let's get started. And the sun decided to come out. Yay, look at that sun right there. It's been a gloomy day. It's been a gloomy day, but that makes me really happy. So yeah, let's get to work. Journal session, morning pages. I have been journaling a lot with you guys, talking to you guys a lot about starting over on my channel, and that's primarily because I am currently in a season of transition myself. I'm currently in a season of wanting to start over in so many different ways. I won't talk about all those ways now, but as they come, you will see the changes. I honestly have never felt more sure of myself during a season of transition. In the past, especially when I was younger, whenever I would be in these seasons, I would seek out advice from like family members specifically when it came to my career or life changes. And instead of it helping me, it would always leave me second guessing myself and doubting my abilities. And when I would do that, it would delay me from getting closer to where I truly wanted to be. That's the tricky part about advice, especially when it's coming from people who know you and who love you. Their advice might be coming from their perspective or from their projections, and it's not always going to be right for your life. You just have to keep working on yourself, working through your own life, because through your hard work, clarity is going to reveal itself. And that's one thing I've learned time and time again, is that clarity reveals itself through hard work and pushing through and working towards what I truly want. One thing that's been a big part of my life that's really helped me gain more clarity is therapy. It gave me the opportunity to talk through my thought processes, break them down, and to actually like take action on the things that I truly wanted in my life. That's why I'm glad that BetterHelp is sponsoring today's video. They're on a mission to make starting therapy easier. Unlike friends and family who mean well and love you, but who don't truly understand your situation, therapy gives you a safe space to talk with someone who is trained to help you work through what you're going through. It's not about any like quick fixes, it's about long-term growth. BetterHelp designed their therapist match commitment to make that possible, and it uses over
over a decade of matching expertise, clinical experience, and your preferences to match you with someone who makes sense for you. And if it's not working out, you can switch at any time at no extra cost. I knew I found the right therapist when I felt both supported and challenged. They were very empathetic, but helped me actually start taking action and working through my doubts in myself. And that's the most important thing to me. Y'all know I talk about this all the time. Taking action is the most important part of your journey, because when you find the right therapist, it's not just about being heard, it's about seeing progress and moving forward. So if you've ever felt stuck with advice that just didn't work, BetterHelp makes it easier to get the right kind of support. You can get started today by clicking the link in my description box or going to betterhelp.com/JanetDelmehina, and you'll get 10% off your first month of therapy. I'm so excited about this season of transition, guys. I promise I'll be sharing more soon. I just don't want to share too much too early because it's just going to be dragged out for too long, but just know it's happening within the next few months, and I'm bringing you guys along with me on all these changes.
Okay, so we are making homemade pasta. I'm so excited. This is my first time. I don't have saran wrap, so I put it in this little Ziploc baggie. Hope that's fine. And we're going to be making a little pasta sauce, a Bolognese from scratch-ish. I didn't get like fresh tomatoes. I got canned tomatoes. It's the only thing I'm cutting corners on. But yeah, it's gonna be really good because everything is gonna be fresh and delicious. I hope this comes out right because this is kind of scary. It's gonna sit in the saran for about 30 minutes. So while it's doing this, I'm going to chop up some of my veggies. I got carrots, celery, onion, of course, wine. Wine's not a veggie, but in the homemade Bolognese, you need carrots, onion, celery, white wine or red wine, tomato paste, canned tomatoes. This is the best one you can get. After doing my research, I saw that this is the best canned tomatoes you can get for your pasta sauce. Let me know if I'm wrong. If you're Italian. Yeah, it's the San Marzano Organic Cento peeled tomatoes. Let me just go ahead and get all my ingredients out so we can get to bacon. I think I'm gonna make my pasta first. No, let me chop while that's sitting. Okay guys, my pasta came out like this. Let me know what I did wrong down below. Because this just isn't right. Look at my noodles, what went wrong? I'm still gonna eat it. I think there were too many air bubbles because it's puffy. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I'm thinking I just didn't roll them out as thin. Although I felt like I rolled it out really thin, I might need like one of those things that flattens out the dough, if you know what I mean. I'm in the mood to start baking more consistently for the fall. However, I'm just not in the mood for pumpkin things yet, and I feel like
Pumpkin infiltrates my timeline when it comes to fall baking recipes. Found a really good looking apple cinnamon muffin recipe that I thought would be amazing to make. So let's do that together. And it's gonna be packed with protein. If I can add protein to a recipe, I'm gonna do it. Obviously, I love baking and cooking things that aren't always healthy, but you know, this is for the week, and as we go throughout this fall, I will do a little bit of both. Caraway gifted me some lovely pans. I will put a clip of it here. Thank you so much, Caraway, for gifting me some pans. I'm so excited to bake more. It's actually inspired me to get into the baking spirit, so I'll leave them links down below. I got it in this really pretty color, this pink color, and I thought it'd look really cute in the kitchen. Anyway, we're gonna start off by making some oat flour. I'm gonna use these 2 bowls. Aren't they super fun in fall as well? And the color scheme is just so cute. I love that. It's pink and green, so it's giving like AKA, but it's muted pink and green, so it's giving AKA in the fall. I don't know. All right, I'm getting off track. Let's get started. These came out looking so good. By the way, I added apples inside. Ugh, they're going to melt in your mouth. I cannot wait to try these. I'm letting them cool for a bit, but I just wanted to show you guys how they came out looking. These literally smell like fall. Like they're making my house literally smell like a fall day. I'm gonna pop these in my little display, and yeah. Let's try our muffins. They're ready and they're cooled and they look amazing. So we're gonna do a little taste test together. They came out really good. By the way, I'm not sure if I said this. I probably said this already, but there's apples inside. Once you get a bite of the apple, it just brings everything together. One thing I love is it doesn't taste gritty or grainy. I get really nervous about that with oats. If you choose to do a regular sweetener like sugar, obviously it's gonna be sweeter. But because we only use maple syrup, it's just going to be a little sweet, but I think this is a perfect amount of sweetness though for like a little morning snack with your breakfast, or just a snack throughout the day, or for dessert. I think it's perfect. This would be really great with like a cream cheese topping or a cream cheese filling. I highly recommend trying these if you want like a healthy fall recipe. I'm still obsessed with these guys. These are still my favorite little drink. It really does help me stay on track. Like, I love an Olipop when I am craving a glass of wine, or if I want something super sweet. This always is a good fix for it. So yeah, this is the cream soda flavor. Michael loves the root beer flavor, so I always get him this. So I'm opening these up and putting these in the fridge. But I'm also going to update you guys with my fall decor, because everything is pretty much up and ready to go. I just have to share with you guys what we have going on so far. Oh, I hate this setup right here, and we're changing it. When it comes to my fall decor, I pretty much love everything. I don't want to be all falled out. I think little bits and bobs everywhere is super nice, and that's how I like to keep the house. But yeah, so this is what this is what this corner of the house is looking like so far. I love it, but this part right here is throwing me off. I don't know if you guys can see. I really don't like this bird next to Mila, so I ordered some other prints to play around right here, and I think it's gonna look better. I just think two animals next to each other is kind of redundant. I don't love it, so yeah. But I really do love this. I think it looks really, really cute. I wanted the other books to go right here, but they didn't quite fit. Love this so much. I think it adds a cute fall touch. Okay, this is what the TV stand looks like currently. I do this every year. I love the way it looks. Love this setup right here. Just a cute candle and little decor with some matches. And we have our little pumpkin village. I love this so much. I want to forever have the pumpkin village, but yeah, this is our little pumpkin village. And then we have my wicker pumpkin. I've had this since I live in my apartment, so possibly 6-7 years. I love this pumpkin. I will never let go of her. She's so cute. I got her from Hobby Lobby years ago. This is our entryway table. I ended up adding these two books right here, and I ended up adding these grasses, these dried grasses right here with our little bowl where we put our stuff, wallet, keys, things like that. And then last but not least, my little fall corner, the coziest corner in the house. I purchased the wall art that we're going to go ahead and change together. Go ahead and switch up. Got this from Amazon. There's 4 pictures in here, so I just have to decide which ones I want to use. This one's actually kind of scary, so probably not using her. This one looks more my jam. This one's probably, actually, I think I'm gonna put this one up there. It's muted. Ugh, I don't know which one actually. Let me show you them all. This is one, this is one, and then this is one. I kind of like this one the most. So after deliberating with myself, I'm just gonna do this one. I like this one the most to go up there. So let me open her up. And I think I'm gonna take the other 2 upstairs into my little bathroom where I get ready. I started my little bathroom reno with you guys a few months ago, probably in May before the summer. And I just love it. That was probably the best thing I could have ever done, was to turn that bathroom into my little personal glam room. I needed it so bad because our bathroom down here is just so tiny, and yeah, it's made me so happy to just have a space where I can just get ready. All of my stuff is there, and I just don't know why I never did it in the first place. There we go. Well, that's so satisfying. This is gonna go up there, and I'll probably, or I might, take these 2 upstairs and stack them in the bathroom where I get ready. I think that would look really cute. We will possibly do that in the next vlog because I feel like this vlog is getting a little too long. But yeah, we'll put this together in the next vlog. I might start filming the next vlog tomorrow, honestly, because I'm in the vlogging spirit. And when I'm in the vlogging spirit, I have to keep going. I have to keep going, or else I will literally not vlog. Sometimes I feel like no one cares to see me unless I'm like really giving any information like any useful information or anything intellectual or inspirational. But I know there's a lot of people who actually do love to watch the vlogs, so I kind of need to get out of that space. I kind of just need to like detach from that because I do genuinely love vlogging. Even when I get comments like, where's the how-to? Or like, this is cute and all, but I don't care to see what you do day to day. Like I had a comment one time that was like, watching you do all this stuff kind of makes me depressed, not gonna lie. Like, I don't really care for it. And you know what, I get it. But yeah, I like vlogging though, so I'm gonna keep vlogging.
I'm not really great at home decor, if you can't tell, but I just do whatever honestly feels good for me, and this feels good for me, so I love it way better than the little bird, for sure. Love it better than the bird. And although it's not like a fall picture, it's muted and it plays off of like the muted tones. Honestly, we need to change this art though, because I think the SZA album gives fall and the Sabrina album gives summer. I love this a lot, actually. I think this looks so much better. This gives fall altogether. So we're gonna keep it this way. I love the way this looks, so let me know what you guys think. I think all the earthy tones gives fall. Now I think I am going to make myself something to eat. Can you guess what I'm gonna make? Can you guess? I'm gonna make myself a chicken Caesar salad. I bet you guessed a chicken Caesar wrap, but instead of a wrap, I'm gonna do a salad because I'm in the mood for just a chicken Caesar salad. I failed to mention that this was going to be a chicken Caesar pasta salad, and it smells amazing. I made my own croutons. I did the Parmesan, chicken. I made some pasta, added some dressing. So good, so delicious, and we're about to dig in. About to be so good. It's happening. We're gonna be starting 75 Soft together. I talked about this with you guys in a recent video in my How to Become the Best Version of Yourself in the Fall video. And several of you said that you would really like to start the challenge together, and we're gonna do it. The reason why I have been holding back on talking about it is because I have been going back and forth on whether or not I wanna start it next week on Monday or in a few weeks, because I am going out of town in a few weeks. And to be quite honest, I have a lot going on within the next few weeks. However, 75 Soft is all about building sustainable habits for you and your lifestyle. And it is not made to be a stressful, strict challenge like 75 Hard is. It is supposed to feel sustainable. It's supposed to feel good for you. And me being afraid to start it, just because I have a lot going on, defeats the purpose of it. So we're gonna do this together. I'm super excited about it. We're gonna start a little Instagram group. I don't know what I'm gonna call the group quite yet, but by the time this video goes live, the group is going to be started. So go ahead and go to my Instagram and join my Instagram group. I don't know what I'm gonna call it though, but I want this group to be not only just for 75 Soft, but it's gonna be a forever group. I can share recipes with you guys, inspiration, quotes, daily messages, just a way for you to feel like you have some type of community. And yeah, just a way for me to connect with you guys over on Instagram as well. So join the group. By the time this video goes up, I'll have it all together. I'm gonna try to make a little post tomorrow. But anyway, so let's talk about the rules for 75 Soft. I want this to be a challenge that is catered to you and your needs. So please make this something that feels good for you. Please, okay? I'm gonna share with you what my rules are going to be for this one, but by all means, make this something that works for you. So first and foremost, we are going to be doing 5 days a week of working out, 1 active rest day, okay, out of those 5 days a week. And then 2 of those days are gonna be a full rest day. I typically already work out around 4 times a week, so I want it to be something that stays true to my already existing habits, but that just honestly makes me hold myself accountable to it, because there are some weeks where I'll maybe work out 3 times. I know last week I only got to work out twice. So this is gonna help me just like keep that 4 times a week a priority no matter what. And I love that for me. I'm going to be doing 5 days a week, 1 of those being an active rest day, 2 full rest days. And I think this would be great for a lot of you. I know several of you tell me that you're really busy or you have families and there's just a lot going on. And sometimes
working out 4 days a week is all you can manage, maybe think about doing that. Now, if you're someone who doesn't really have a lot going on and you feel like this is a good season for you to like really just lock in completely, then by all means, do the 6 days a week, 1 active rest day out of those, and then like 1 full rest day. I think that's what it is. Also, 2 to 3 liters of water a day. Read 10 pages of any book. Let me show you guys the book that I am going to be reading. Actually, let me bring both so there's context. Okay. So I'm going to be reading 10 pages of any book. So if you're watching this right now, I need you to head to the store and pick up your book right now because you have to read 10 pages of any book. This is like honestly what I'm most excited about with this challenge because I honestly love fall reads. I love spooky reads and I'm really excited to get back into them. I haven't been reading any like spooky reads since the summer. I've just been doing like romance summer books. So I am too excited to get into this. This is Geneva Rose's The Perfect Divorce. I know, scandalous. However, I read The Perfect Marriage like 2 years ago. If you've been here for a while, then you honestly probably were here when I reviewed this book. I loved this book so much and it's so good. And when I was at the bookstore, I saw that she's already written the sequel. I want to say I read this in like 2023, which is insane. So we're jumping into The Perfect Divorce and I cannot wait to start this on Monday. Like I'm so stoked. So we're reading 10 pages of any book. That's honestly my favorite part of this whole challenge. We're sticking to a diet. The diet that I'm sticking to is 80-20. So 80% of my diet being whole foods, eating my foods at home, etc., etc. And then 20% of my diet is going to be whatever I want. I already quite honestly stick to this, but I just want to be a lot more firm on it and just be a lot more intentional. You can choose whatever diet you like. You can choose to do a pescatarian diet. You can choose to go vegan. You can choose to do anything that floats your boat. But 80-20 is something that I honestly strive for in my everyday life, and I want to be a lot more intentional about it. We are only drinking on occasions, so no random drinking throughout the week and, just no random drinking. I want to only drink on occasions. I need to lock in, and alcohol honestly distracts me. So yeah, like this past weekend, I had a lot going on, but they were occasions, so yeah. But we're only drinking on occasions. Another one that I'm putting on my list, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but another one that I'm putting on my list is waking up at 5 a.m. twice a week. I honestly need to lock in, like I said before, with my job. I am trying to lock in and get my life together. And honestly, I feel a little bit behind. Like I could be posting more short form on Instagram and TikTok, and I'm just falling a bit behind on it. And I feel like waking up early is going to get me ahead of the game, ahead of the curve. And I used to wake up super early all the time. If you're not new here, then we used to have our 5 a.m. mornings together, and it used to be super motivating. And I want to get back to that during this time of year. It's like the perfect time to do it. So we're doing it together. So stay tuned for some 5 a.m. morning routines because they're definitely starting. And I'm so excited about it. Like I feel so motivated right now, and I just want to get up early, get work done, respond to emails, get on my content game, and get things together. So yeah, and this year is about to be a crazy year, which I can't even talk about that right now, but like it's just time to lock in if we're going to achieve the goals that we want to achieve. Okay, so if we start this on Monday, September 22nd, we should finish this challenge by December 6th, which I think is perfect because I want you guys to be able to enjoy the holidays. That time of year gets insane. It gets hectic with shopping and family and all the events and things like that. So yeah, starting it September 22nd will help us lock in throughout this last few weeks of the year. And then, once December 6th hits, we can just focus on family and the holidays and enjoying all of the festive stuff. So I think it's perfect. I'm glad we're not starting after because I'm not sure if I said this earlier, but we're going out of town in a few weeks. And if I started this after we got back from going out of town, then we wouldn't finish the challenge until like December 26th, and that's the day after Christmas. And it's just too much to be trying to worry about this stuff during Christmas and stuff. So, and I still will be out of town for about a week, but if you miss a day of working out or if you miss an extra day of reading, it is okay. Life happens, just as long as you try your hardest to stay firm to your habits. I definitely recommend having some type of habit tracker or some way to honestly keep yourself accountable. I think I'm going to keep myself accountable in my notes app and just kind of like write out the habits that I do complete every single day so I can stay on track with that stuff. Day 1, this workout, drank 2 to 3 liters, blah, blah, check, whatever it is. So I know exactly how consistent I am so I can look back on the 75 days at the end of the challenge. Make sure you guys join the little Instagram group. Follow me on Instagram so you can get the ball rolling on this. I'm super excited to just be inspiration for you guys and for you guys to inspire me too, because you guys are so inspiring. And I love honestly sharing life with you guys. I love doing life with you guys. It keeps me motivated and it keeps me wanting more. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout. Bye.